Hey folks, David here. As of filming this, it is currently Boxing Day. We are in the dying days of 2024, but that does not mean that I can sit on my laurels. There is more crafting to do and I've got the time to do it. So in the same way that I set myself a week-long challenge a little bit earlier in the year, I am going to do the final push of 2024 and see just exactly how much I can get done. Some of the projects that I do over the course of these next few days I will produce as separate videos just so you can, go straight back to them. But I will include snippets in here so that you can see that it is all part of this final push of 2024. There'll be a bit of painting, there'll be a bit of crafting, and hopefully a bit more coming off the pile of shame. That would be brilliant. Let's see how I get on. Woo! David from the future here. It is now 2025. The final push is over, and long story short, I got way too ambitious. I'm re-editing with future footage basically because it was a gong show. On the plus side, I did manage to get 2 videos completed, filmed, edited, uploaded, so that was good, and a third almost done, but just with that additional filming, which I wasn't doing during the last challenge, it threw the timeline out for absolutely everything. Setting up cameras, editing video, things like that, it just threw things out completely. So I ended up getting far less done than I'd hoped. However, let's take a quick swizz at what I actually did get done. First thing out of the gate was the video that I did on doing simple doors and doorways. I'll leave a link up top here if you want to click on that and catch up with it if you haven't seen it. It was an idea that basically just came to me and I thought, hey, I'll give it a shot. It seemed to work out fine. I've got to have a little bit more practice just on the depth of the scoring cuts, because that did throw things off slightly. But I will be using that in future videos on making, quick buildings and that kind of thing. Just to be able to mass produce stuff. So getting the filming done for that and getting it edited and uploaded took the better part of 2 days. Now that was all fine and I was going well, and then I had the bright idea of doing what I thought was going to be a really simple build, and it turned into an absolute nightmare. Now you haven't seen it yet. I'll show a quick bit of footage here, but it's a beach scene. The video for that is going to be upcoming. And I grabbed some old scenery from the archive that needed a makeover and started doing that, and the first part was fine, but putting the foliage cover on took days. And of course, because I was having to leave it to dry, and for each application you could only sort of like do one part and then leave that to dry and turn it over, so each piece had sort of like 8 separate applications of foliage on it. The drying time just ate into it. Like I say, getting those hills done took about 3 days, and of course that was the crafting table basically tied up, so there was nothing else that I could do. That video will be going up very shortly. There is one more piece to do for it, and then that'll go up within the next couple of days. I am happy with the results so far, but I seriously did lose the will to live when I was making that one. In between drying time, I got on with some figure painting because that was on a separate table. That was, while I could watch TV. And I did get a miniature done that I started last year. That's River Song. I'll leave the video for that one. Link is up here if you've missed that one and you want to check it out. So that was one figure off the pile of shame, and it's been kind of sitting there accusingly looking at me for the last year. And again, it's one that I do want to use in an upcoming video. So getting that one finished, edited, uploaded, again took a block of time out. I was still working on the hills, so I needed a larger batch of miniatures to go for. Right, youngest has gone down the GW and 40k rabbit hole, so I need to get some forces in opposition for him. He's going Marines, and these ones were from one of the old box sets. Alright, let's get these finished off and off the pile of shame. So 7 Chaos Marines, what can go wrong? I forgot how much I hate painting Space Marines. There is just so much intricate detail on there for what is essentially a flat coat to get them looking anywhere near decent. And even, sort of like swapping between modelling and painting. Getting those out of the way took another 3 days. Well, what an absolute mission these were. I am so happy that I do not have a whole army of these to paint. 7 of them tied me up basically for about 4 days, but they're done and I've still got about 4 hours left, so I might be able to get on with something else. I'm going to blame my son for this one because he's the one that needs opposition. Anyway, the final push was last night, New Year's Eve, and I had about 4 hours left, and so I went back to the challenge that I did a little while ago. There were some unfinished miniatures from there, so I knocked out another 11 skeletons. Alright, I've got about 4 hours left. Did these ones in the last challenge, didn't get them all complete, so yeah, I'll see if I can get these ones finished off. The ones that were complete I will take off just to keep us honest. So that was 8. Alright, let's see how many of the rest I can get done. And that's it for 2024. It's just rolled over midnight. That's 11 more skeletons done. Oh, see you guys next year. Well, this year now. So the grand tally was 2 completed videos, 5 revamped pieces of terrain, a piece of card cut out for a very simple beach, and 18 miniatures off the pile of shame and completed. Was it the best haul in that time? No, I could have certainly made better choices in what I was going to go for, but hey, that was last year. A new year dawns, there is far more crafting to be done. If you've watched all the way through and are still with me, please do hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe if you're new, because there's far more videos to be coming, and there's going to be an awful lot of different stuff coming up in the next year. If you want to contribute to David's coffee fund, there's a link down below where you can buy me a cuppa. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it for there. It's a year wrapped up. I will see you in the future. Take care. Bye for now.